Book of Yahushua, Book 9, Kingdom of the Heart, Chapter 13, The Children of the First Sacred Mother. And Yahushua lifted up his hands over them, and his voice was like the river after rain, saying, Hear now the word I have kept for the last, for it is the root of your name and the crown of your head. You are not orphans wandering under a broken sky. You are the seed of the first sacred mother, the one whom wisdom chose in the beginning, when the dew was yet upon the grass of the world. She was set apart from the multitude, not for the beauty of face nor for strength of arm, but for the brightness of her soul, which was as the lamp of dawn in the hand of wisdom. In her the breath of the Father rested without measure, and her womb became the first garden, wherein the seed of heaven was sown into the soil of man. From her came the first covenant, written not upon stone nor parchment, but in the flesh of her children. A law older than the law of Sinai and more enduring than the pillars of the earth. I tell you plainly, the blood that runs in you is not common. It is the river drawn from that garden, and every drop remembers the voice that blessed it. The impostor will labor to make you forget this, to sell you a lineage made of dust and conquest, to bind you to kings and idols that never knew your mother's name. But I restore it to you. She is called the first-bearing, for she bore not only flesh, but the likeness of heaven into the earth. Her charge was this: keep the light as your own breath, pass it to your children as the marrow passes through the bone, and let no stranger buy it with silver. This is why you are hated in the courts of men, for they cannot own what heaven has marked, and they cannot bind that what was free from before the chains of the world were forged. There was a vine planted by the first sacred mother at the edge of a desert. Its roots found hidden springs, and no drought could scorch it. In the same way, you are rooted in the springs of wisdom, though the world be a wilderness. Your holiness is not learned from scrolls nor bought in markets. It is born in you, as the song is born in the bird, as the scent is born in the cedar. Guard it well, for the impostor will tell you it is nothing, that your worth comes from the walls you build or the coins you count. But you are worth more than walls and weights, more than the weight of gold. I say unto you, the temple of your body is older than the temple of any city, for it was shaped in the days when the Father named the stars. Your feet walk upon soil your mother blessed with tears and with laughter. It will answer you if you keep it clean. There will be some among you who despise their birthright, selling it for the bread of the tax collector or the favor of the merchant. It will be full for a moment and empty forever. Keep yourselves from such hunger. Feed it instead on the bread of your people, which is mercy, and on wine of your calling, which is justice. The first sacred mother looked upon the generations yet unborn and prayed, Father, wisdom, keep them from the serpent who builds his house upon the backs of men. And I tell you, her prayer is now upon you even now. When you gather, remember her, for she sits unseen at your table. When you speak truth, remember her, for her breath is in your voice. You are the proof of her covenant, and as long as one of you walks the earth in love, her light will not go out. The impostor will try to dress himself as your mother's son, speaking soft words while he builds high towers. But he will not know your heart, and his feet will not remember the path to the garden. There is a mark upon you that cannot be erased, though kingdoms rise and fall. It is the mark of the first blessing, which says, This one is mine. Do not hide it for fear of the world. Let it shine as the moon in a dark sky. For there are many wandering who will find their way home by its light. Your sacredness is not a thing to be proud over others, but a thing to serve with. For the first sacred mother was servant of all before she was honored by all. Walk as she walked, gathering the lost, binding the wounded, planting gardens in the places of ash, and you will be called her children indeed. If you forget her, you will forget yourselves. And if you forget yourselves, you will bow to the impostor and call it worship. But if you remember, you will stand when the world falls, and you will bless when the world curses, and you will live when the world counts you as dead. The first sacred mother is not only behind you, but before you. She waits at the door of the age to come to welcome you with the words, "Well kept, my children." Keep the covenant in your marrow and the blessing in your breath. Let it be known in your kindness, your courage, and your unbought love. Amen, amen, I say unto you, you are the nation of the first sacred mother, the guardian of wisdom in the midst of the nations. No power of the earth can take from you what heaven has given, and no shadow can quench the light you bear. Walk in it until the dawn that has no